Hey, it's Sarah George here from Connected Consulting. I'm a marketing strategist and I love helping small businesses get clear and consistent on their marketing so that they see the results that they're looking for and they're able to help more people in a more efficient manner. Because you don't want to be spinning your wheels on marketing tactics and efforts that don't work. So interestingly enough, my marketing foundation career began fresh out of college as an AmeriCorps Vista. And that's like the domestic version of the Peace Corps. So you are a volunteer for a year, and I was stationed at the United Way, and my project was to help build their virtual volunteer center. And this is 2009, so not everything was virtual at the time, but it was really fun and gave me a lot of experience in the nonprofit sector, and also tying the real intangible and in-person with the virtual, because there's a lot of relationship building and networking that goes on, but then ultimately it ends up being, this virtual space. So interestingly, I was going through my old journals and I kept a journal during that year of service, and like any webinar or meeting I would go to, any something that helped me grow or learn, I would record it and so document it in my journal. And so in 2010, I attended this webinar and I took notes on it. So it was called Cheap or Free Promotional Tips. So these were things you can do to promote your services that are either, free or not very expensive. And it's interesting because there's these 5 tactics and they're still pretty valuable to this day. So there are certain marketing tactics that don't get old. Certain social media we see that can be hard to keep up with, but I want to share 5 tips that 15 years later, they're still useful. So number 1, goals and strategy should always come before tactics and always cover the basics. So you want to know your target audience. You want to make customers feel important. Small things count, even calling them by name, using personalization. Use your own voice, share and be real. Seek and nurture relationships. And my favorite, be consistent. Number 2, technology means nothing unless it increases productivity and effectiveness. So technology in 2010 is different than we have. It's even more excelled now, but it still means nothing if it's not saving you time or money. So don't forget about SEO, search engine optimization. That is part of your technology. Make frequent updates to your website, but keep older content with dates. So by making frequent changes, that helps your search engine. And this is still true to this day. You want to be refreshing, re-updating your content, and a blog is really helpful to do that. Aggressively collect and use email marketing with email triggers. So not only mailing to a list, but segmenting your list and targeting your message to things that will be important to them. And another bullet from here is position your website as the center of your marketing universe. All roads lead back to your website. And that's still true to this day. Your website is the hub. It's the thing that you control, and all of your marketing efforts should lead back to your website, because this is where you can get data analytics of who's visiting, what's working. This is what you own, and you have control over the message and the delivery. Number 3, don't get so hung up on tech that you forget about offline opportunities. You can use customer loyalty coupons, tie offline promotions to online. Be an educator with classes, flyers, books, seminars. Take advantage of advertising remnants. Leverage the calendar. So you can use, if there's certain holidays or things happening around your service, you can use that to promote offline. And label stuff, such as water bottles, notebooks, pens, anything with your name, logo, website. You know, this is the swag that people like. Utilize point of sale bag stuffers. So if you happen to have a physical store or physical location where you are handing out bags, use it to put in a note, an advertisement, a message about something that you want to relay to your customers. And donate to worthwhile causes. This will help tie you and your mission and what you're doing to other people who care about the same things. More bullets, reward and appreciate achievements. So like schools or sales teams, you can show your appreciation. Again, these are offline tactics. And give samples. You can partner with other businesses. Maybe this is some type of collaboration where you're both sampling what you do, or if you do have actual product, you can give samples there. Number 4, social media is a lever. So again, leading back to your website, social media is a lever that will is part of your hub. So with social media, you can throw contests. This will help you collect contact information and gain new followers. You can ask ridiculous but relevant questions. This will engage feedback, and you can listen and learn. So people kind of like off the wall, but it has to be relevant to the service that you provide. You don't want to just be asking crazy questions for nothing. Especially in this, that is something different from 2010, this social media world we're in. Take, tag, and post videos and photos. So in 2010, this was, not as common, but it's almost, you have to have video and photos in your post. Offer limited time promotion. So having that urgency, that scarcity factor is still something that you can use as a tactic today. And number 5, develop relationships with the media. Reach out to journalists. Become an educator in your special field. Treat the media with respect. Be accessible, send stories and ideas with an example. So it's still important to have those relationships, but not only with the media, with anybody who's going to be sharing your story. So this is where collaboration comes in key. People who might be able to help you expand your reach by sharing your story or your, let's say, press release, information that you want to share. Be sure to be respectful and kind to those people and make it easy for them to share your story. So I just find it interesting that these things are still valuable today and encourage you to include them in your marketing efforts. So I will have a list of them written out for you to recall easily. If you feel like you need some help getting your marketing consistent and clear, I would love to chat with you. I do have what I call marketing power hour. And what that is it's a one-on-one call with follow-up, a week of follow-up with me and actionable items. We can get a lot done in an hour. You maybe have been dragging your feet about a certain project or certain idea, or just brainstorming marketing campaigns for your company. With a marketing power hour, we can get that stuff knocked out. And just having a soundboard and somebody else to share your concerns and your ideas with is so helpful. I have a mentor who always said, you can't read your label when you're in the jar. So it just helps to have somebody from the outside looking in, and again, being that soundboard. So that's part of what the marketing power hour is, but really it's just to take you from not done to getting it done. And then I just highly encourage you to take some action. It's just that one step will help you, it gives you the momentum to get over the hump that maybe you've been experiencing. So I have a link for that as well. Thank you for listening. And as always, I look forward to connecting.